Coming up next on Look Today, we will look back at some of the biggest news so far this year, and we will take a look ahead at what we're doing this fall. And it's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and here's a look at what made news, is making news, and will make news in Saratoga, Warren, and Washington counties. Well, the reason I'm saying that is that our news is going to be a little different today. As the summer ends, we decided to look back at some of the big stories of the summer. We also want to give you an idea of what's in store for you, our viewers of Look TV, as we head into those fall months. Well, there have been plenty of stories this summer that could top our news. But the clear favorite has to be American Pharoah and Pharotoga. The region was captivated by the horse coming to run the Travers and the events that led up to it. Now, from the day he arrived to the shocking upset, American Pharoah captivated an audience of millions. And as the track heads into its final weekend, we want to thank NYRA for providing us with great access so we could give you great coverage and one big memory. And our horse racing expert, Trotter Furlong, for keeping us up to date on what was happening at the track and hopefully putting a little money in your pocket. Well, in Lake George, the warm weather gave the region a strong tourism season. Folk star Arlo Guthrie performed at the Charles R. Wood Park, and construction on a new 6-story hotel began. Warren County officials had a lot on their plates, from the airport expansion and the Westmount Nursing Home to the controversial fireworks law. Now, we were able to capture it all because we began filming the Warren County Board of Supervisor meetings. Now, of course, we can't forget the continued changes going on at the Glens Falls Civic Center. There's new development in downtown Glens Falls and the licensing of a new medical marijuana farm in Chester. That's just some of the things we covered. We want you to know, and we want to know, what do you think? So you can head to our social media pages and share your top stories of the summer, and we'll report back. We'll now change it from news to weather. Despite some cloudy weather for some of the region yesterday, the sun and warm temperatures were back today. So how's the last weekend of summer shaping up? For the latest, we're going to head to our Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Well, back to the news. Now that we're done looking back, let's look ahead. When we return from Labor Day, we will already be into our play-by-play football season. Now, we are at Corinth tonight as they battle Lake George for the War Canoe Trophy. It's always a great game. And to see what we are covering, head to our play-by-play page on Facebook. You can see the whole season there. We will also be bringing back Tracks, our popular music show that highlights local artists. And we continue to keep the community informed with all new Beyond the Headlines, especially as the general elections draw closer. And we'll make sure that you've got the information and knowledge you need to make an informed decision in November. And we will also continue to cover important community events, like the one you're going to hear about a little later in this broadcast, and continue to bringing the leaders of our region to talk about the issues that are important to you and our region. Well, still to come, we sit down with Queensbury at-large supervisor candidate Ron Montesi to discuss why he's running for the seat. Plus, the American Music Festival for the Lake is coming up in a couple of weeks. This is a great festival and you don't want to miss it. And here to tell us more about it is Sam Bottini. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.